So it looks like Danny's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend has now spoken out about everything and is really just exposing him for filth. It's actually shocking.
I don't think you quite get how much I like you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you get it. I think you just think I'm a boy who's like telling you what you want to hear. Like, that's not what I'm about.
Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, what are you doing with your lives? Click that button. It's just one click. Click that button for daily and consistent content, and follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali. My handle is in the description box below. A phrase yesterday, a few phrases, but a key one where I said that Danny only sees these girls as assets. And what I mean by assets is that he not only objectifies them, sees them as assets in terms of the fact that he just sees them as as not really a humanistic individual, but somebody who he can hold on to for himself so that he can survive in the competition, because it's just a game for him. You know, he kind of emotionally withdraws himself from that particular individual that he pretends to be invested into, so that the process is easier for him to lie to that person, which we've seen him do countlessly here and there, to you one day and to other individuals. Now, again, I also, throughout this competition, I've been saying it. Everything that I predicted, I've been saying. Any hunches that I get always come out to be right. I don't know how, but I did say ages ago that he's playing a game, that he's faking it, and then that phone call came through from his ex. I believe this is the ex we're about to talk about.
Yeah, so what did he say, that he's going to be good on there or what?
No, he said I've got to do what I've got to do.
Mad thing.
I'm playing a game, I'm doing it for my career.
Okay. So...
What did I tell you?
I
didn't even tell you, but...
Mad thing.
Not like a game to me.
So is he into... So him and Yolandi, is that a thing or what?
Yolandi?
Skinny tall girl.
So he likes really skinny tall girls. Yolandi? Come forward with a full-on article and everything, but that whole phone call, and it was just completely shocking to see, and from then on I knew that something wasn't right, and a lot of people were saying that it was fake and the girl was doing it for clout. Well, now we have this article. Who's texting me? Now we have this article where Love Island star Danny ditched his girlfriend to go on the show, saying and what he said to her was, "It's only a game and it will make me famous." Love rat Danny Williams ditched his girlfriend of 6 months. They were getting ready to spend the rest of her life with him when he dropped the bombshell that he had been signed up for the reality TV show. Since then, she's been sobbing her eyes out as she hears about him pursuing romances with scores of scantily clad girls on the hit ITV contest. Scantily clad girls, what the hell? In an exclusive interview, 24-year-old Beth said, "What he has done is worse than cheating, because I can't get away from it. I have to see and hear about him getting with other people on a daily basis, because the show is on all the time and everyone is talking about it. Danny and I were falling in love, and we had already agreed to be exclusive when he told me he was going on Love Island. He called me out of the blue and said he was going on that show. He claimed it was all for his career and that I had to understand. He said he wanted to improve the lives of his family and that he didn't want to hurt me. He told me no one falls in love, it's all fake. He also said it's purely a game and a career move that could be a really, really good thing for both of us. But I have been crying ever since, and I'm completely heartbroken. Danny only cares about himself. What he has done is just pure vile." The 21-year-old from Hull initially coupled up with Irish scientist one day, but then he quickly dumped her for when he was given the chance to recouple with model Arabatikris. For 4 days they looked completely smitten, but on Thursday the relationship came to a dramatic end when antibiotics was voted off. She vowed to wait for him afterwards, saying it was so tough, and she obviously wanted to wait for him, and after the whole one day stuff. And then since heading into Casa Amors, he obviously recoupled with Jordan, and they've been kissing and whatever, but we haven't really seen much of them anyhow. She also said, well, she continues to say, "We spoke nearly every day from the first time he messaged me. Danny was fun and attractive, and I liked spending time with him and talking with him on the phone. We were sleeping together all the time, but I wouldn't say it was anything serious for the first few months. But that changed in April when we went to holiday to Malta together. It was the most amazing romantic trip, and it was obvious we were falling in love with each other. Once we got back home, I felt like I was on cloud 9. Well, child, you're on cloud 1 now. We became much more coupley and affectionate in public after that. Danny was a gentleman back then, and he would never flirt with or even look at other girls. He told me he loved me and that he wanted us to be exclusive. I felt the same way. Now I realize that everything he told me was lies. Beth says their relationship suddenly took a turn for the worse last month when Danny flew to Milan, Italy for a modelling job. They always fly for modelling jobs. This is what they do. So low key, what we're seeing here now is that Danny and Arrabbiata both deserve each other. Both of these individuals pretended they're going on modelling jobs. One said Spain, one said Italy, and are they both going into these Love Island villas and ending their relationships for these 2 minutes of fame because they believe they now see Love Island as a career move. And this is what's irritating. This is what I find so annoying. That whoever's casting these people, like, why are you casting individuals who are already in relationships who want it for career moves? Because it rids and it washes out the genuinity of them, the authenticity of them, and it's so frustrating and annoying. The fact that he's done all this and he's like, all of this just makes so much perfect sense. I feel like this article, this X who's come out is like the last piece of the damn puzzle, because all I just go back to is that video, that clip when he was sitting with you one day and he was saying, oh, you know, I don't think you realize how much I like you. The way he was saying it, he wasn't even, I said it in that video, that his body language was so off.
I don't think you quite get how much I like you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you get it. I think you just think I'm a boy who's like telling you what you want to hear. Like, that's not what I'm about.
And it just all makes sense now. He wasn't even looking at her. He was just talking away. There wasn't a genuine connection, and you can tell that she was second guessing everything. The way she looked at him, and now we completely know why. We already knew anyways from time, but now 110% we know. And his ex is confirming all of any slight doubts that we might have had, and I find it very interesting. She revealed, we were talking as normal when he got there, but suddenly he stopped messaging. I assumed it was because he had such a heavy workload, but as time went on, I became more concerned. 2 days later, he got back in touch. He sent a text saying, it's been the craziest few days, I'll explain more when I speak to you. Then he phoned me and told me he was going on Love Island. I was shocked. I burst into tears straight away, and my mum had to put the phone down and ask me what was wrong. I cried all night that night. I was completely heartbroken. I cried so loudly that my brother messaged Danny to ask what was going on. Looking back, I realised that he had flown back to London in secret to do all the screen tests. He had been lying to me about still being in Milan. Two-faced Danny continued messaging Beth and trying to talk to her around right up until the moment he flew to Mallorca to start filming the reality show at the end of May. She said he kept saying I should not worry. He said he was only doing it to make a name for himself and to make some money so he can provide for his mum and dad. I kept asking why he would hurt me like that and put our relationship at risk. He said it was all fake and he would just pretend to couple up with the girls on the show, but I don't believe him. I know what Love Island is, and these couples often end up having, relationships. And also Danny told Arrabbiata that he'd had the best week of his life with her. That was exactly what he told this particular ex when he got back from Malta. These particular guys and girls, the waste trash kind of ways that you have to manipulate individuals is just tiring and annoying. And Danny, I can't bring myself to watch the show, but I see snippets of Danny in television adverts and online. My friends and family are all talking about it, hearing about him kissing and cuddling other girls. It's just horrifying for me. Danny does not seem to be the same man I fell for. He's jumping from girl to girl, and I guess he only cares about boosting his profile and cashing in. I won't take him back, and I think Love Island fans should know what he is really like. Danny is a rat. This is exactly what she says in the article. Danny is a rat. Danny's agent, Robert Wilson, speaked out. His agent kind of apparently defending. This is getting messy. Beth was a holiday fling. Wow. How can the agent come out and say that a 6-month relationship was a holiday fling and nothing more? Beth clearly has stronger feelings. We wish her all the best. Like, wow. Like the agent just came with 2 words, like a full-on sentence, and just kept it at that. That is hilarious. Man said holiday fling. The respect is just definitely not there. Wow. Let me know what your thoughts are on this situation. What we can definitely say that Danny is just a lying scumbag. You can see it in his body language. We don't even need his ex coming out. But his ex coming out, I thought I would get onto this. She made this interview literally like a day ago. So this is fresh tea for you guys. Scalding hot, brewing. It's burning, so you guys can enjoy it and let me know what your thoughts are. Do comment down below. I read all your comments. Comment, share, like, and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Morali, and hit me up on my YouTube. Click that button, and don't forget to also click that notifications button, the notifications bell, so that whenever I do put out a new video every single day, you guys can get to it as soon as possible. Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this whole debacle, everything going on, this interview? I'll also post this article in the description box so you guys can also read it for yourselves. I feel like the Sun can be a credible source. This could also all be a lie, and perhaps his agent is telling the truth. We have to see it from an unbiased perspective, and perhaps Danny is telling the truth. However, his track record in the Villa definitely stands against him, and it's likely that he isn't telling the truth. And you know, this particular girl has come forward with an interview. That's what I'm saying. It can be seen as a credible source because an interview is present. It's not just somebody reporting something, because that could likely mean it's fake. Somebody has come forward, the ex, and made the interview. And I think this is the same girl who made that, that voice note call that got leaked ages ago. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.